Shalom, this is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work with true sincerity. No Jeremiah to lesson. This is Psalms 3:3. It says, Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Because the thing about it is that when you come into this truth, you make yourself contrary to the world, and therefore you're going to have enemies. You're going to have enemies that you don't even know about, because there's always going to be someone or something or a vibration or a spirit within people that's against what you are and who you are and what you stand for. So this truth can make people hate you, man. It can make people rise up against you. It can make people go contrary to you. So that's an expectation that you gotta have, man. Not this truth offends. It offends a lot of people. So this truth, it offends people. It's not really you that's offending people. It's really Yahweh Shai. Let's get Psalms or Matthew. I forgot where it's at. Offending. Blessed is he. Yeah, Matthew 11:6. And these are the words of Yahweh Shai. And it says, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me, because this truth, Yahweh Shai, this word, it offends people. Therefore, it makes enemies, man. Let's get Matthew 10:26. It's a lot. Or 22, I mean. I'll start at verse 21. I'll start at verse 20, because like I said, man, it's not really you as a person that offends people or that causes enemies to be against you. It's what you stand for. It's what's in you, which is Yahweh Shai, which is the word that really makes people hate you. This is Matthew 10:20. Says, for it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And that's coming, man, because this whole world is going to be, it's going to be against this truth. When everything goes down, when they gather up to persecute and go against the men of the Lord, they're going to see us as terrorists and basically enemies of the state. And don't be surprised if your own family members give you up to the authorities. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be safe. So you gotta meditate and accept that everyone and everything, including your woman, including me and your children, friends and family, they will turn your back on you. And what's going to happen is you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel desolated. You're gonna feel, like no one got your back. But you gotta meditate on these situations, because along with Jacob's trouble and famine of the word and famine of bread and all the evil times that are coming, this is also coming also. And it's good to meditate on the dire situations that are going to come, so you can spiritually and mentally prepare yourself for them. And brothers can be experienced this now. Brothers experience this situation now where, your family member, even your woman, is contrary to you because of you being in this truth. So brothers are feeling that right now. Let's go back to Psalms, the 3rd chapter. It says, many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in Yahweh Selah. And they're gonna say that too, man, because they're gonna see you, which was gonna look like a very dire situation, a very desperate situation, they're going to be like, well, where's your God at now? Where's that God that you believed in? They say the same thing to Yahweh Shai. How come he can't save himself? How come he can't heal himself? Well, he's paraphrasing. They're going to say the same thing to you. Many to be which say on my soul, there is no help for him in Yahweh. So they're going to say those things, man. Let's get Psalms 22:7. It says Psalms 22:7. And it says, all they that see me laugh me to scorn. They shoot out the lip. They shake the head, saying, he trusted on the Lord, that he would deliver him. Let us deliver him, seeing he delighted in him. They say the same thing to Yahweh Shai, man. It says, but thou art he that took me out of the womb. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breast. I was cast upon thee from the womb. Thou art my power from my mother's belly. Be not far from me for trouble. Be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. So they're gonna look at you like that. They're gonna look at you like, hey, where's that God he was talking about? Where's that Yahweh Shai he was talking about? These situations are gonna happen, man. That's why the scripture says that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Because it's gonna feel and it's gonna look like what's going on? Where's the Lord at? But that's all. This is all a test of faith, man. At the very split second, the Lord will pull you out that fire. That's what he did to the three wise children. Daniel and the holy children. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were put into the fire. They were up to the point where they were physically in the fire, and at that very last second, when they were in the fire, that's when the help came. So it's going to be like that. You're going to be in that situation of fire and danger. You're going to be put to that test. You're going to be in that situation of hunger. You're going to be put to that test. It's going to feel like there's no help. But you always got to remember that the Lord is our shield, like it says in Psalms 3. Let's go back to Psalms 3. It says, but thou, O Yahweh, art a shield for me, my glory and the lifter up of mine head. You see that? So that's what you got to remember, man. And the shield that we have is a shield of faith. And the shield is also the word. Let's get Psalms 119:114. Shield of faith spoken of in the whole armor, which I think of Thessalonians. I'm not going to get it, but I'm going to get this Psalms 119. And yeah, because sometimes it can seem that way, man. It can seem that way, like damn, am I ever going to get out this hell? Am I ever going to stop taking L's? When am I going to get win? Sometimes it seems like you never are. You never, But you just got to keep on pushing, man. You got to keep on. It's not an easy life. It's not. It doesn't matter if you're a 2/3 or you're in the truth. See, but the difference between us and 2/3 is that they suffer for wickedness, we suffer for righteousness. But in the end, you're still suffering. The 2/3, they might have an easier lot. But ultimately, ours is better because we have a power that's backing us up. It's Psalms 114 and Psalm 119 and 114. It says, "Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word." So you got to hold on to these promises, man. You got to hold on. You got to hold on to the things that are written aforetime for our learning. It says, "Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my power. Uphold me according to the word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I'll have respect unto thy statutes continually." See, it's all about obedience to this word. "Thou hast trodden down all them that are err from thy statutes, for the deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross, therefore I love thy testimonies." This is like basically a love letter to the word, man. So ultimately our trust is in the word. Let's get back to the Psalms, the 3rd chapter. It says, "I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill." So the Lord hears us. He hears us, man. You know, our spirit groans. He hears us, you know, and sometimes the answer will be void. Yahweh Shai prayed to the Most High. The Lord didn't answer him. You know, he didn't answer me like, he didn't give an answer, but he gave an answer in a form of no answer. And sometimes it's like that, you know. Yahweh Shai asked the Lord to take the cup away from him. And there was no answer for that. But what did Yahweh Shai say? But thy will be done. You know, so we can pray for whatever you want to pray for, but unless it's the Lord's will, then it ain't going to happen, man. You know, and sometimes you got to catch yourself. You got to catch yourself, man. You got to catch yourself when you're in a situation where you know, you feel hopeless. You know, you got to, because that's the flesh talking right there. You know, you got to, you know, sometimes it's hard. And you just got to keep on pushing, man. You know, the flesh can get you put in a state of hopelessness. And that's why it's important to stay in the scriptures, stay listening to videos. You know, stay, you know, talking to brothers, man. And brothers can lift you up. Let's go down to verse 5. I cried to the Lord with my voice. Oh, it says, I cried to the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. I lay me down and slept. I awake, for the Lord sustained me. So, you know, he said, I lay me down, I slept, and I awaked. So ultimately, you trust in the Lord. You know, when you serving the Lord, man, when you know you're doing your absolute best, in fullness of sincerity, there's nothing that's gonna keep you awake at night. There's nothing that's gonna keep you awake. You're not gonna be awake worrying, man. If you have your full trust in the Lord, you cast your burdens upon him. That's what the scripture says. So ultimately, the Lord's gonna turn things around for us. But we got to go through a situation of testing and trying first, man. Verse 6, I will not be afraid of 10,000 people that have set themselves against me round about. A whole host, you know. Psalms 22:7, I think it is. These times are coming, man, where hey, a whole army can be around you. You know, knocking down your door, you know. I think it's in scripture. No. Here it is. It says, though a host should encamp against me, and the host is the army, my heart shall not fear it, though war should rise against me. In this will I be confident. So even in the face of having a whole army against you, you know, you hold your confidence in the Lord. That's what David did. And you might find yourself in that same situation. A whole you know, tactical squad can be outside your door, you know, to kick it in and take you away. You still have got a confidence in the Lord, man, that you don't know what he can do. He can make you invisible. He can make you an escape plan. And you don't know what he can do. You have your confidence in the Lord. And best believe these times are coming, man. These things are coming. These things are coming to pass. But what's coming up in the near future is not going to be a very pleasant thing. So, you know, that's why it's very important to, hey, let go of the world now. Whatever attachments you have, let go, man. Whatever things that you long for in this world, just cut them off. Because they're going to be nothing anyways pretty soon. You know, that's why Psalms, the 3rd chapter, that's a good chapter to meditate upon. But with that being said, man, it's a real quick lesson. Most High will and hope is edified. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let's keep on pushing. Shalom.